Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, we've got a special toy review for you today. It's the Black Series Luke Skywalker from Heir to the Empire with the Ysalamiri in there, that, you know, those force-canceling creatures. We'll talk about that just a little bit, but this is a special order. I got it from Disney, and you can find these online. It's a Black Series figure, Luke Skywalker and Ysalamiri. You can see it right there. And it's that 50th anniversary tag on it. So you have that. And then let me just show you the box. The box, this really differs from what you typically get with a Black Series figure. So in this case, it opens. It's got a little bit of Velcro right down here, but it opens like a book. And then inside, you can see the figure. There's Luke. We'll talk about him in just a moment. So you can see Luke Skywalker just inside the panel here. And we've got some pictures on the box as well as on the inside panel from the comic book adaptation of the Heir to the Empire novels by Timothy Zahn. So this is classic EU material from Zahn, and you know, we might be getting some of this adaptation in Disney Plus Star Wars series. Very exciting. Very exciting. But let me read what it says on the inside flap here. This says, Luke Skywalker, 5 years after the destruction of the Death Star, Luke Skywalker fears there's no hope as the remnants of the Imperial fleet are readied for war under the command of Grand Admiral Thrawn. You know, we had that in the second season of Ahsoka, right? Ahsoka says, where is your boss? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? Well, right there from the Heir to the Empire, Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then down here, it gives us a brief description of these Ysalamiri. And you may have seen these in the Rebels animated series. Grand Admiral Thrawn, or Admiral Thrawn, he has these in an episode of that show as well. And you may know they actually cancel out the Force, right? These are Force canceling creatures, lizards of a type. And here it says, using Ysalamiri, I can, you know, Santa can't say that word. These lizards. Using these lizards to sever a developing Jedi clone's connection to the Force allowed mentally stable Jedi clones to be created. A discovery Thrawn would use in his war against Luke Skywalker in the New Republic. You know, what do you think? Are we going to get an adaptation of Heir to the Empire 5 years after Return of the Jedi? Oh, that would be exciting, right? So there's the inside jacket, and we can see that. We'll pull the figure out here in just a moment. We'll take a good look at Luke Skywalker up close. But there again, on the cover, you can see the artwork from the book, Heir to the Empire. And Luke Skywalker. Of course, it's got this 4+, and there's a choking hazard. Oh, we'll talk about that choking hazard. You know we will. So, and then on the side, we get some panels from the comic as well. You can see here Luke and the saber. Very nice. You know, it's nice to get this kind of callback to the comics. And on the back, the 50th anniversary logo and the timeline there, which is fantastic. And then let's take a look at the other side. Here we got Luke Skywalker, right? And Ysalamiri, the lizards. And of course our Black Series logo. And then we on each of the ends, there's actually a nice little scene as well. So here you can see, oh, who would that be? Oh, there we go. We see Luke doing battle there. And then on the other end, there's also a nice little scene here as well. Luke tossing that lightsaber, doing battle. So really enjoy the Heir to the Empire series. And, you know, it's very, very pertinent. So let's open this up. Let's take a look at the figure inside and talk about how it matches up with other Black Series figures. And we're going to go over to the close-up camera here in just 1 second. Let me get this open and pull it out, and then we'll put this right in front of the close-up camera so everybody can see the figure nice and close. So there you go. I've got it pulled out, and I'll set this right in here, and we'll get going. Okay, let's take a good look at this close up, and we'll start with this little Ysalamiri guy. And you can see, like, the detail on this guy is great. See his eye, his nostril, see his little smile. He's a happy little guy. Oh, his ears. Look at the skin texture. Very lizard-like. You can count his toes and all of that. He looks great. This is a nice little additional figure to have with your collection. I just love him, and we'll show you him with Luke here in a little bit. But you know, we talk about choking hazards a lot of times, and anything for a child under 4 years old needs to be bigger than a toilet paper roll tube. So if something fits through a toilet paper roll tube, it is a potential choking hazard. And this little guy right here is right on the cusp of that. Even though, you know, nose to tail there, he's a little wide, you wouldn't expect a kid to get choked on it. It could be a choking hazard, so watch out for that. But look at this, he is absolutely fantastic. Even on the underside there, you see his belly, his detail on the bottom of his chin, all of that looks great. So let's put him down for just a second and pick up this lightsaber. And of course, we've got the Legacy saber here, and it is beautiful. You can see the detail on the hilt right here, the power box. He looks great. So look at that. And then the nice green blade all the way. Looks wonderful. And we'll pose Luke with this little guy in a little bit. But again, if you were to take the blade off of here, and it's not recommended that you do, but it does just pop in and out. If you were to pop that blade out of there, that hilt would be a choking hazard in and of itself. But look at that Legacy saber. It looks great. Got a little gold paint on there. I love it. So let's take a look now at Luke. Now this Luke is a little bit different than other Black Series figures you may have seen of Luke. You can see he's got the tousled hair. Of course, the head is on that little pivot there, so that looks great. But to me, he looks just a little bit wonky. It's still, you can see Mark Hamill in there. You can see Luke Skywalker for sure, right? He looks great. And the tousled hair. Again, this is our heir to the Empire, Luke, following about 5 years after the Return of the Jedi. And you can see he's wearing the muscle shirt. You can see the fantastic texture on that guy. And Luke's tone buffed arms there. He looks good. And the blue eyes, all of that. Here you have it again. Now, you notice his hand is positioned as if he's holding a blaster. Most of these figures are, the hands are formed so that you could put a blaster in there. And of course, this Luke Skywalker probably would not hold a blaster, but you know, if you have one in your collection, put it in there. But it's just a standard sculpt that they reused there for the hand. So there he is, blaster ready, pistol grip right there. And then you can also put the lightsaber in his left hand, and that's already posed there as well. So just a couple of notes about these Black Series figures. All of them are sort of hinged right here in the middle. You can see right there where you can bend him up and back, and then also at the waist. Right here you get some nice movement as well. So if we want to, we can bend him at the hips, I should say. He bends more at the hips here, so you can see that right there. And then notice the little joint right here on his leg. All the Black Series figures have this kind of gap on here where you can turn the leg at the thigh. So rather than turning at the hip and having a ball joint there, the hip only goes up and down, not really in and out so much. Yeah, in and out and up and down, but it doesn't turn inward. To turn inward, you rotate it right at the hip, or right below the hip, and then you can see the knee is all jacked around. Right, we can jack his knee around. That's on a swivel as well. So you can swivel it here at the hip. You can swivel it right there. You can see how that works, and then also at the knee. Right, this knee is on a nice. I really like these joints, but you can spin that. You can spin that guy right around, right there. Let's get it out here where you can see better. And then, of course, it's hinged there, right? So you can bend it like a normal knee would, right there at the knee. So, and look at the pant material here. You can see like the texture of these pants, and those boots are great. You got some buckles on there. Look at the detail on those buckles. I love them. Oh my goodness. The boot all the way down is just wonderfully molded. And the pants, you can see the little cargo pocket right there in the pant. And then, of course, the back of the boot, those buckles go right around. It looks really nice. And all of these too have this nice little swivel joint here, the rocker arm at the foot, so that you can pose that up and down as well. So I love this figure. I think it's one that folks with this Heir to the Empire getting kind of re-released with the 50th anniversary, and Luke Skywalker there at the end of Mando season 2, and of course rumors of him being in the Book of Boba Fett, and perhaps an adaptation of Heir to the Empire in Disney Plus live action. You can see this Luke Skywalker would be just a fantastic. The Heir to the Empire Luke Skywalker would just be fantastic figure to own. So here you go. You can see the, and let's go ahead and pose him. Let's get our little lizard guy here, right? Our Ysalamiri. Is that how you say it? You can see. Oops. Let's try that again. We'll get this Ysalamiri here posed right around his neck. If I can get him on there just right, he will hang on there. One more try, Santa. Come on, you could do it. You could do it, Santa. And he tends to want to face like in the front. And if we put him on here, he will rest right on Luke's shoulder, just like that. So there you go. You can see that Ysalamiri, if that's how you say it, resting right on Luke's shoulder, nuzzled up nice and close. So we have that. And then, of course, what would Luke Skywalker be without the legacy lightsaber? Let's go ahead and give him the lightsaber so that you can see that in the works as well. And we'll get the Ysalamiri on there. Am I saying it right? Did I finally figure it out where the L and the M and all that fit together? Santa struggled with that for quite a bit, but I think it's Ysalamiri. You guys let me know. And then I'm also curious, you guys, how excited are you to see a potential of an adaptation of Heir to the Empire and Luke Skywalker in all his glory, about 5 years after Return of the Jedi. Here you can see he's holding that lightsaber, just like that with a pistol grip. And let's give him the Ysalamiri again, and we'll get the camera on here so you guys can see this figure in its entirety, right? So here we go. Look at that. It's just wonderful. I am thrilled to death with it, and I'm really excited that we'll be giving this toy away to one of our channel members. I'll bring him out here so you all can see in person this way. We'll turn him out. We give away collectibles each month to our channel members, and those of our Blizzard Battalion members and above are eligible to win a vintage collection figure once a month. And then at the snowpack level and above, well, you could win a Black Series figure like this Heir to the Empire Luke Skywalker. This figure here has already been won by one of our channel members. Congratulations to Whitney. Whitney has won this figure here, and you know, every month we do this, and we're able to do this because we have fantastic subscribers out there. If you would find it in your budget to support this work that we do here, I would be so appreciative. In this community, as we continue to grow, we will continue to pick out figures and give them away. And then we have a third tier, our elite squad. Those elite squad members are eligible to for drawings of Hot Toy or Premier collectibles. So those items that are over $100, and we decide on a month-to-month basis whether we want to pool the money up to get something a little more expensive, or if we want to purchase something. So if you would join us at the Elite Squad member, you're eligible to win the vintage collection figure, or perhaps a Black Series figure like this Luke Skywalker, or a premier item. And folks, we are so appreciative. And if you've not already, please consider subscribing to this channel. Turn on notifications so that you know when we're putting new content out, and share this out. Let other folks know what we're doing here. And we have a wonderful Discord community. Folks there talk about Star Wars. We make friends, and we have light and humorous entertaining discussions there as well. And it's a great place to interact with me one-on-one, and you can suggest things that we could do for future content. We thank you again for your support, and look forward to seeing you next time when we do another toy review here on Star Wars Santa's YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and until next time, my friends, Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you always. Thank you.